Hello there. My name is Galen Denga. So today I want to walk you through my module two. So my module two was about making myself familiar with the TypeScript module language. So I decided to re-embark on my module one project that was the Smart Task Manager, that I used JavaScript, the manual JavaScript. So for my module two, I decided to make myself familiar by using the TypeScript, which actually just I actually just did my task manager now using the TypeScript. So the software developed is a smart task manager command line application written in TypeScript. It allows users to add, view, complete, and delete tasks through the interactive menu system. The application uses TypeScript features such as classes, strong typing arrays, recursion, and asynchronous functions to manage and process the task data effectively. The purpose of creating this software um, is to demonstrate my understanding of TypeScript fundamentals and how it improves code quality compared to JavaScript. This project also helps me gain experience with object-oriented programming, asynchronous programming, and working with typed language in Node.js environment. So I'll be uploading this is where my link goes after recording. So the development environment, my IDE was the Visual Studio Code, the VS Code, for writing and editing the code. Then I had the Node.js for running the application, the TypeScript compiler, the TSC for compiling the TypeScript, and the TS node for running TypeScript directly. And then they have the Node pack and npm Node Package Manager for managing the dependencies. I had the GIT for control version for the version control. This is my GIT. I'll be showing. This one is my GIT. Then I have the GitHub for hosting the project report. Sorry. The programming language used in this project is TypeScript. As I said, it's my model 2. The application runs in a Node.js environment and uses the prompt sync to handle user input from the command line. So these are the useful website. The TypeScript official documentation, the TypeScript lang.org.docs. So first I made myself familiar with the TypeScript language. Then we have the Node.js official documentation. Also, you see how and learn the effectiveness of the node. Then you have the MDN where you learn JavaScript. Then you have the prompt sync package which I installed via the npm function. So I'll have you look at my code. So there goes my code. So these are the comments. It's a smart task manager TypeScript edition, demonstrate classes, arrays map, function, recursion, async wait. Then we have the exception handling. So have the task class definition, the global task list, the display function. This displays a list of tasks using the dot map. Then we have adding of tasks, function add task void. We have that one. Then you have the delete task function, which one is the filter. Then you have complete task, function complete. You have the filter task. You have the async simulation. It simulates the async operation, e.g. the API and database. Then we have the recursive menu, and then yeah, the recursion. Then we have our start program console.log smart task manager brackets TypeScript. If an error occurs, it will print out the fatal error. Yeah. So uh, I told you I'm using the GIT control. So here's the sample of my here's what comes when I try to run it. So we have the smart task manager. I into the select option one, enter task description. Yeah. So okay, allow me to add, select one, add task description, say module two done. Then have number three, complete task, enter task ID. So if you have to enter task ID, let's say this one. Yeah. completed. The module 2 is done. Then you have number 2, delete. You can decide to delete, enter task ID to delete the module. That the number 1 that I previously entered is pop. They deleted the first task. Then you have the 5 sync loading. Yeah, module 2 done, total 1. Task manager, then we have 6, exit, done, goodbye. So that was simple my code. Okay, so this is my git, then come this side, have 2 windows. Then this is why I actually created my report story by committing and creating a report story for these files. So up to there, that's how my code ran, and thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.